This outhouse is super old, probably at least 50 years. Got a shake roof on it. Got a real live wooden door, all wooden panels. They got it painted up pretty good, but boy, it's an antique. The doorknob's new. Boy, it's an old one. I'd say at least 50 years old. Huh. Looks kind of cool though. We got plenty of parking here. Got picnic tables in the shade. Got some more picnic tables over there. Got some old logging equipment. Giant pulleys. Crazy looking. So, that's the highway. That's a Marble Creek Road. We'll go up that. Here's a little road sign. You can see you can go all the way to Clarkia, 30 miles. Hobo Cedar Grove, 22. But this road can get a little rough back in the forest a ways. But it's a beautiful drive. High clearance vehicle or side-by-side, four-wheeler or something like that. Starts off nice and wide, but it gets pretty narrow. If you meet a log truck coming the other way, it could be a bit of a tight squeeze if you're pulling a trailer. Normally they don't log on the weekends. They usually quit half day Friday. So hopefully we won't see any log trucks. Looks like they're probably logging up here. This is the turnoff to go back to the camp. But usually you don't want to drive in an active logging area. So we won't go up that. I was going to see how far up we could get before we hit the snow, but it says they're dropping trees, so probably not too safe. We'll bypass that for today. But we will go up a little further up Marble Creek Road. See the creek down below there. This road will drop back down right next to that creek pretty soon. You can see the views are spectacular. Like some kind of Nat Geo. Beautiful creek. That's Marble Creek. they've done some logging up there. You can see this, plenty of snow still up high. Nice, clean, fresh air. Marble Creek's down there a ways. Wouldn't want to go off the road here. Beautiful. Couple of campgrounds back here. We'll go to the first one. I think the first one's not too many miles back. They're very primitive and only very old. They only have maybe 3 or 4 sites there. Pretty small area to get in, but I've seen pretty big trailers in there. There's also private land along here that you can rent the space, just land, no hookups. About a mile and a half in right here from the main road. They got mile markers by half mile increments. Those look new, they weren't here before. There's little boondocking areas you can go in. We're headed back down the hill, back into the back level with the creek. Lots of different old log roads back in here, tons of them. What do we got here? Road's gonna split here. 396 branches off. I've taken that for miles and miles and miles. Got Hobo Cedars, 20 miles. This road continues on to the campgrounds. Boulder Creek there. Nice little camp spot. Oh boy, looks like they got a logging operation going here. Road closed, so we're gonna have to turn around. Yeah, that's a shame. There were some nice campgrounds up here. They must also be closed for right now. Kind of a scenic view. Another real scenic spot. So on the Marble Creek, headed back towards the main highway, headed down the hill. And there's Marble Creek down there at the bottom. Looking beautiful. Sky's great today. A few clouds, nothing looks too threatening. for now. Couldn't ask for a nicer day. Probably close to 60 degrees up here. Light breezes. Beautiful scenery. And I imagine there's some pretty fantastic fishing down in there. Of course, you got to get down to it. Well, getting down maybe not so bad, but I don't know. Getting back up. Anyhow, it's a nice look. I'm up on the Marble Creek Road. One thing nice, we had all the rain, there's no dust. This road could get pretty dusty by end of July, beginning August. Unless you have to come down it when there's a thunderstorm. Or just after. You got about a day and a half, 2 days before it dries back out and gets dusty again. Shame they're logging that. That is a beautiful drive. You can look down on that green trestle bridge that we crossed earlier from way up on the hill. Well, we're back here at the Marble Creek Interpretive Center. Thought I'd take a little walk around down by the Marble Creek Road we just came down. And it says campground host here, but there's nobody here. Nice picnic table. And they got this little path down to Marble Creek. Real nice. I got a sandy little beach here. You can bet that water's cold. Very clear, but awful cold. It's just melted snow a couple miles away. And that's the main highway. It runs up to Avery and down to St. Mary's, the little St. Joe Highway. Very scenic. The sound of that river. Or this is Marble Creek, but that's the St. Joe River that you see on the other side of the bridge there. It's where the two meet. Very nice sound. Very peaceful down here. Bring your picnic table, a little lunch. You could have quite the picnic here. There's shade if you want, there's sun if you want. Beautiful. Just cost you the gas to get here. This is all free right in here. Nice flat beach here. Bottom's a little rocky. There's some sand. If you wanted, real brave and go get in the water. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Marble Creek and the St. Joe River and the Marble Creek Interpretive Center. Thanks for watching.